Okay, it is 1/28/2025. I am Melissa from Cannonball Insurance. I'm the COO here. Today we are going to talk about Canva Elements. Elements are literally all the images and stuff you can put in Canva onto your designs, posters, anything you've got going. So go back to share the screen. All right, everybody see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, I think we're good to go. Okay, so when it comes to elements, your elements are going to be over here on the left. Now, this is going to be your basic beginning. I know AI is super big right now, but let's take baby steps, guys, because AI is overwhelming. It's overwhelming to me, and I do this day in and day out. So elements is your baby steps to AI. The more you describe in elements, the better it's going to give you. So it's kind of your step into it. Christy in real quick. I think she came in. But yeah, elements is your basic images and stuff like that that you can use. So just like, perfect example, if I put dog in here, it's going to come up with every dog imaginable. It's going to come up with the graphics. If you're looking for graphics, it's going to come up with photos of dogs. It's going to come up with videos of dogs. So say I want a specific type dog, and you'll see when you hit dog, it'll kind of give you a, do you want a paw? Do you want just the outline? Do you want silhouette? Stuff like that. The other way you can narrow this down some too are the little boxes over here. If you need it to be horizontal, vertical, square orientation, you want it static, or you want it animated, those are some of the criteria you can set for it. If you want just pro images, you can set it there too. So we are going to go back, and of course you guys will learn with me. I have never colored these. They're all little tubes. So if you specify the dog, you see how it changes to that specific dog. And it's going to do the same thing. You have the graphics, you have photos, videos. So the more detailed you are about it, the better images you'll get back. You can add adjectives and stuff in there. Like if you want, say I want a watercolor image of a Pembroke, it's going to come back with similar images to that. So this is where, like I said, if you, let's go with truck. Throw a truck in there. It's got every kind of truck imaginable. So say I want a vintage truck. It's going to go a little more classic. Say I want a vintage truck that is blue. So see, the more you add to your descriptions, the better your images will come back on you. I've already went over the filters that you can go up at the top. You can even knock it down to, like, if you're looking what a sunset on the beach. Most people will hit beach. And it's going to give you all of those. Say we're looking at photos. Well, it's the description. So say I want a sunset on the beach. It's going to narrow it down even more. So the description that you give it, again, is important on how you narrow down these elements. If you're looking at backgrounds, you can hit backgrounds. It's going to give you all the different backgrounds. Say I want a background that is woods. It's going to give me background. Let's say I was looking for more of a tree type. I'll change the woods to forest. And it'll give you more of the trees. Say I want it transparent. So that way, if I go to add it, it's going to be transparent to where anything else I have on here, it'll go on top of. So always your layer is going to be your best friend. That's where you move things around. Like literally, like I said, it's transparent. I can put anything I want behind it. So let's see, on the elements too, you just click the little X to start back at scratch. You can see I look up anything and everything. You probably recognize a few of those. That was Social Security. That was birthday. These were Washington. That was obviously skydiving. The expressions when it comes to this, it was excited, I think is what I was looking for. Over 65, came up with these images, signs.
So you're saying the key to this was to make sure you put the Christmas tree as transparent? Is that what you're
If
saying?
you want it, yeah, if you want the image to be transparent.
Okay, so that means you got the background like you did with Cannibal, because you had the tree and then you put Cannibal in the background.
Yeah, so say we're looking for transparent, but I want it transparent. Obviously, the shadow images will be transparent. Didn't do so hot on the photos. There's, like I said, there's workarounds on everything. So say I did a tree, but I want this group of people. That's where their background remover comes in. Then there instead. So another thing you can do in Elements is you have your shapes, which is your lines, all your different shapes. So if I want to put this shape in and put something, text in it, I can put it whatever color I want by going up here to change the color. Now what it automatically does is whatever else you have in this frame, it's going to suggest colors so that it all kind of goes together some way or another. Send that backwards. Sometimes it takes a couple times. Hit send backwards and it didn't go the first time, so it was obviously layers back. Those in, and then say we want to put Rebecca in. So you go down here to frames. You can see there's all kinds of frames. So say I want that one. Put that in there, and of course I will go. Say I want that one. It's going to throw her in that frame. So again, you have all of these different frames. Use, take an image and move it over into there. Basic shapes are there. Here's your, my favorite is the cell phone. I use the cell phone all the time. Usually what I do is, I don't know how far down it is. Something like that, I will throw in the cell phone. Now say I want my phone number to show, not necessarily the rest of all this. Click on it. Drop it. See how it shows you the whole thing? And move it over to where that phone number shows. If I wanted just that in there, if I wanted just that in there, or if I wanted the phone number. Now granted, it's kind of cutting your website down at the bottom. But people kind of get the general gist of it. Have the main part there. We know that's a W. It's usually COM. But my point was just to get the phone number. Also on Elements, you have mock-ups. They're kind of cool. Like if you want to see what something's going to look like on a t-shirt or the apparel, you do it there. Again, and take this and move it over. Drag it over and drop it. And sometimes it takes, it's a little temperamental. It's trying. I don't know if y'all see our internet. It's throwing a fit back there with the circle. But there you have it on a laptop. So it kind of, you can brand that way on some of your ads and stuff. They have prints, frames, packaging, stuff like that. Tablets and TVs, have it on a watch. Like I've used an ad with our logo and stuff on the watch that popped up that said call us. All different things to use it. It's drag and drop. Upload your image that you want and you drag it over and drop it. Anybody have any questions on that? Stack this. They have charts. Charts are cool. I haven't really played with them a whole lot yet. you can put charts in, change all of this down here and everything, however you want to do it. Now, just have it there. When you pull one of these, you see that it has everything over here. So like item 1, okay, that is PCA. 2, do Medicare. Obviously, I'm see how it's changing it here? Change your colors up here. Like say, I don't want that color, I'd rather have purple. So you can change that to purple, change these to whatever color you want. I am going to guess, since that is coming out gray and I choose black, let's see. Black. But you get all your information over in here and you put your data. The other way too, which I'll go into later, is you can actually upload your data in here and it will create the chart for you. But that's kind of down the line a little bit. This is just kind of to show you that it's capable of doing simple charts and stuff. It's capable of doing simple tables. Like we did bingo over the Christmas holiday and stuff. I take one of these, add another line. There was my bingo. Polls and quizzes. It's usually pretty cool, especially if you do stuff online. Quick polls. They're good for Facebook ads. And especially now that Job Forms is in Canva. Imagine the polls and the quizzes and stuff that you can get the information and the data back by linking it to Job Form. Which, like I said, that literally just came out today. Some of you weren't on the call earlier when we talked about it. I went to the Zoom today over it, and it's pretty neat. So I'm playing with it right now so that I know what I'm talking about when we actually get to that part. But elements, they all make a difference. Like there's edible frames, there's graduate overlays, abstract lines and charts and stuff. It's always got features. Here's going to be your graduates. It's one of those that I don't do a whole lot of graduates. I honestly should. Like if you want to highlight something, it kind of, you can graduate the color in. Draw more attention to it. Of course, later on, we'll get more into videos and stuff like that, but it's over here. There's collections. I haven't really gotten into the collections. I usually just go up here and search for the elements. And you'll see up here, it'll help you too, with frames and stuff like that. You know, the regular frames and actual frames. So if you wanted a certain frame on a picture or something on there. Awards, I use this one a lot on awards, like staff awards and stuff like that. Take that little and kind of flip it around in which way you need to go. go in the corners. This is just how you turn them around. Stick it in the corner of any certificate. And of course, there's 1,000 templates for certificates. If you guys ever need certificates. Magic recommendations, it's always going to recommend stuff for you. Sometimes it's kind of neat to go see what they recommend. Because they give you a variety of stuff. So, wanted a frame that has watch background, kind of a smoky background. Or if you want to do one that has something like a business card, but it's small enough. Yeah, like that. You can see it's got all the different frames and stuff. Yeah. Stickers and stuff. Anybody have any questions so far? Jules. I mean, you can narrow it down. You can look for textured backgrounds, isometric icons, seasonal effects like fall leaves overlays, snowfall effect, stuff like that. It's all in how you word it. Like I can't stress the importance in how you word it. When it comes to the clip art, you can look for like doodles, hand-drawn stuff, unique graphics, cute graphics, 3D graphics, realistic ribbons, glass effect. It's all in what you think you want your image to look like. And you just put the descriptions up. And obviously you can combine the shapes and the textures and the transparent overlays and stuff for your design. And let's see, is there when it comes to, this is pretty self-explanatory, so it's not really a long thing. You can look for certain language type stuff. Like, say, sometimes it's not going to get it right. So that's where you'll go to AI for later on. If you can't, if it doesn't just pull up on it. For like shadows and stuff. See, there's the box in here with the shadow. And a lot of it, like, I know this thing gets overwhelming, but a lot of it is literally play with it. That's all I ever do is I'm constantly playing around. Rebecca's like, what are you doing now? I don't know, I'm just playing with it. So there's all different, letters are pretty cool. So something like this, if it's different, do different things. You just got to kind of watch because sometimes they give you so many different varieties that you end up on something that's not the same. I have no idea how to stick it out, but just and you can literally take these images, throw them in there. Again, if you need to adjust it, go up to crop, adjust it over. If you're talking about senior citizen bingo night, you can throw bingo cards in the letters. The letters bingo, bingo cards and chips, all of those images into the actual word. And it's just a matter of imagination, and a lot of this stuff, if you think outside the box, it's a lot easier than it honestly is. I've got sticker graphics and stuff like that. Stuff like that. Anytime you need to change the color, it's all up here. You have your colors, your lines, your rounding, the cropping. Again, the flips it one way or another. It'll either go left to right, flip it that way, or horizontal, or vertical, whichever way you need to flip it. Animate. I don't know how many are familiar with animate. This, click on the image, and I'm just going to go through here and just so it shows you everything it can do. So then when you hit it, because I've just animated everything, it's going to start kicking things in from the left, from the right, growing and bigger. So those are some of the features you can play with stuff when it comes to it. They have it where you can do both on enter and exit, on enter only, on exit only, the intensity of it, down, or you can make it big, which way you want to do it. And it'll give you a bunch of options and stuff. Page options, do the full page that way. This is part of the magic animate stuff we'll get into more later. But it's just another fun way you can do pages. There's always AI image generator. Now what I suggest is you guys get used to looking up simple things in Canva's Elements first. And then we can get into the AI part of it. Because I take an AI class on Facebook, not as easy as I thought it was going to be. You really have to get down and dirty about descriptions to get exactly what you want. And Rebecca laughs at me all the time. She's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm in my class." He'll literally give you like a generic thing and say, "Okay, this is what I want. Now this, go create it." And it's not as easy as I thought it was. And I've been doing Canva for years and years. I thought I would breeze right through the class, and I'm struggling, to be honest with it, the AI part of it, and it's all because you have to learn how to communicate with AI the same way you have to communicate with Canva as to what you want. And details matter. And the slightest little detail give you one thing, change it, whether it's a plus size woman or a curvy woman, something like that gives you completely different images. Like it'll blow your mind how drastically changed it can be. So that's why I'm like, let's get through the basics of Elements and Canva before we actually get to generate your own, because it gets pretty picky when you get there. Does anybody have any questions so far? Okay, so how many have Facebook posts already?
I did get those. I did get those changes that you did yesterday, so I'll be
Okay.
making those.
Yeah, those are editable links. So if you want to flip flop it around on your end, you should have complete edit control over moving stuff around.
Okay.
Okay, so since we are all in Canva, there should be and what I want you guys to do for next Tuesday, trying to think. We're going to do this for next Tuesday. Now, the following Tuesday, I think, is when we head to Florida. Rebecca is famous for making last minute reservations on stuff, so I honestly have no idea when we're flying out. Most likely it will probably be Tuesday. So if you see me at the airport on my phone for this, it is what it is. And in which case, I'll try to do what I can off my phone or the laptop. We'll probably have a laptop on us. But it's hard to do a laptop without a mouse when it comes to Canva. I'm actually better on my phone with it because I play around so much with it at home. So, but as far as I know, won't cancel on either of those Tuesdays because I'm going to guess that probably both of those Tuesdays will be travel days. But it may be one of those that, depending on where we're at, what we're doing, that I say, okay, we're going to open mic it and y'all are going to tell me what you need help with. So be prepared for that. That's going to be Tuesday of the week prior to Valentine's Day and the Tuesday after Valentine's Day. So if you guys got questions, you got things you can look at specifically, keep that in mind because that's going to be the best time that I can help you guys with that is when we're on the road. So your project, and this will be easy for you, Tom. Christy, I know you've done one. I believe Regina has done. Cam and Rita, I don't know if you have or not, but what I want you to do is go to your home page of Canva, hit Facebook post, and create a Facebook post. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's your picture, someone else's picture, something about T65, a family of 5 if you do ACA. Play around with it and create a Facebook post. And then we'll kind of look at those next and see what we can do. I'll show you where to go to them, or if you're having trouble looking for something, how to get that image on it, stuff like that. Like I said, this is what I was working on today. I think I'm going to do one for my dogs and the website to see if it works. But as soon as I get this figured out, guys, I will absolutely show you guys how to do this. This is Jot Form within Canva, which I think is going to be totally cool, because you should be able to put all the information in here and it can go to your Jot Form account. I just got to link it to something now. And I got to get with Rebecca and see if she wants to put it on the website or if she wants me to do one for my dogs first. So but that ought to be pretty cool, especially Tom with you, with your Facebook ads and stuff like that. If you could add that in, they put their information in, and you have, you know, your whole thing from Canva. You basically take this, and then it has a Jot form that it leads to directs them to that. You have all your information straight off your ads.
Okay.
So if anybody has any questions, now is the time to speak up. I know we're kind of running a little early on this, but like I
Hey,
said,
Melissa.
yeah.
Okay, I have a question. I don't know if you'll be able to answer it, but you mentioned the word. So, on Jot Form, this
Yeah.
isn't Canva, but I can connect it. On Jot Form, there is a RSVP tool that I can do to collect RSVPs and then create a QR code if I put it on an invitation or whatever. But I cannot figure out, like I can make it, I just can't figure out how to make it work.
Okay.
Like it can even go on your phone as like an app. Like
yeah, Tom, didn't you have a Q code on yours?
QRC code? Yeah.
Did that link to a Jot form, or did that link back to your website?
It linked back to the website.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, see, this is an actual thing on Jot Form, Melissa.
Uh-huh.
It's like you can even create an app on your phone. Like this year, I had an app that let me send and collect SOAs right on my phone. But you can even create an app, but it's a thing where you can create an RSVP thing. Like, you know how you get the invitations for RSVP's wedding or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I can go create a flow code or QR code to direct it back if they scan it and go back, or I can print the actual link on the thing. But I've created the form and everything. I figured out how to do that. They have templates and stuff. What I haven't figured out how to do is like make it work and get the link.
Okay. The actual link that you put out, or the Q code that you put out?
Like the actual link, because I need like the link to make the QR code. But I was able to like go all the way through it. And then when they RSVP, they fill it out and it'll go back, it'll go into your Jot Form thing, like the SOAs. But I don't know why I can't figure out how to like make it work.
I'd have to be in my job form.
I mean, you don't have to do it. You don't have to do it right now.
Yeah,
But if you're like
I'll look
bored,
into it. I'll look into it,
Yeah.
Regina, because I know that we have it. We have the links because that's what we did during open enrollment and annual enrollment. We literally sent the links out to everyone and immediately came back.
yeah, because if you go into like the job form, it says RSVP tool. And
Yeah.
so that lets you create anyway, it lets you create, and all that kind of good stuff. But I haven't figured out how to make it live.
Okay. Yeah, there's a way to turn it on. So let me go and not right off the top of my head without looking at it. I can't tell you the exact steps to do it, but I'll look into it and I'll get with you because I'm pretty sure I have your email.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
All right, thanks.
You're welcome. All right. Anybody else have any questions?
Come on here.
All right. Well, we are going to call it for today then, and I will see you guys next week. And like I said, work on a Facebook post. Use ChatGPT if you have no idea what to post. It actually helps me a lot when I start getting writer's block. I mean, we did all the native ads and stuff like that with it. So it should give you some ideas. But if you guys have no further questions, I will see you next Tuesday.
All right. Good
I'm
night.
going to go back to the pile of papers on my desk. Tom, let me know if you need any more help with that.
Okay, we'll do.
Okay. All right. Well, you have a good week.
You too.